There was a time when the words you spoke, the words of your ancestors, were forbidden, where the language that gave life to your stories, your songs, and your prayers became a source of shame. This was 19th century Wales, a time when the Welsh language, a cornerstone of identity, faced a calculated effort to erase it. And at the heart of this effort stood a small, insidious tool, the Welsh Not. For centuries, Welsh had been the lifeblood of these communities. It was the language of love, of tradition, of resilience. But to those in power, those who sought to consolidate control, it was an inconvenience. Welsh was labeled backward, a barrier to progress, and something to be stamped out. And so they turned their gaze to the children, believing that if the youngest generation could be silenced, the language would die with them. The Welsh Not. A simple, unassuming object, a piece of wood, often crudely made, yet its purpose was anything but simple. Its role was to strip children of their voice, to make them ashamed of their heritage. In schools across Wales, this plaque became a symbol of submission. Speak Welsh, and you would wear it. By day's end, the child left wearing it would face punishment, sometimes a caning, sometimes public ridicule, always humiliation. For these children, the Welsh Not was more than a physical burden. It was a mark of betrayal. With every whispered word, every slip of the tongue, the plaque moved from one innocent child to another, creating a climate of fear. Friends became accusers, siblings became enforcers, and the classroom, a place of learning, became a battleground. The pain of the Welsh Not wasn't confined to the classroom. It seeped into homes where parents watched their children grow quiet, hesitant to speak the language they had once spoken with pride. It silenced laughter, stifled songs, and turned stories into secrets. But the Welsh language was more than just words. It was the heart of a people, and even as it was suppressed, its rhythm continued to beat. Across Wales, resistance began to stir. Parents whispered encouragement to their children, urging them to hold on to their language despite the punishments. Elders recounted tales of resilience, of how the language had survived centuries of hardship. And in these quiet acts of defiance, the seeds of a cultural revival were sown. Today, the Welsh language thrives. Schools teach it, songs celebrate it, communities cherish it. And yet the memory of the Welsh Not remains, a stark reminder of a time when a nation's voice was threatened with silence. It is a symbol not just of oppression, but of resistance, of a people who refused to let their identity be erased. The Welsh Not sought to instill shame, but it failed. Instead, it became a rallying cry. For every child who bore its weight, there is now a generation that carries the language forward. For every story silenced, there is a new one waiting to be told. The Welsh language endured because it was never just a language. It was a lifeline, a beacon, and a testament to the unyielding spirit of a people. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next one.